So, are we going to do this?
Yeah.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
We're going to start.
Okay.
Give it like a 3-second like pause so you've got a point of reference to start from.
Right. How did you think our project went?
As an overall success, or?
Well, yeah. How would you rate it? Out of 10.
Out of 10, I'm going to be incredibly hypercritical. I'm going to say it's about a 5.
Yeah. I mean, I think the planning went alright.
I mean, we had everything, so storyboards. Granted, we didn't particularly have a script as such. It was rather the way we went out to do it was, instead of here's what we've got, here's what we're going to do, we had a general idea of what the given facts were. So we need to walk down a corridor,
Yeah.
enter a room, exchange dialogue.
Yeah.
We took that as a basis and we worked with that in regards to, right, we can work this into a story. So don't try and modify it, just take that and apply diegesis in almost an established story without any context.
Yeah.
Which in itself isn't the easiest thing to do, especially when you, I mean,
Yeah, because we weren't in the location that we wanted to be, were we?
well, originally, sorry.
Yeah, originally we wanted to be in the police station and I tried ringing up and then they didn't get back to us.
Yeah.
So that was an improvise in itself, where we had to then do it in a school situation. And obviously we had the background, if we had the background noise from them, obviously your camera gave out so we couldn't use...
First 5 minutes, first shot in.
Yeah, and this is during like the making of it. So you had to do then handheld shots, so they were
With
all...
a bloody phone camera.
Yeah, with a mobile phone camera, and they weren't the best because obviously there was a lot of shakiness and stuff. So it loses its reality a bit, especially when it's being a
Established kind of digested camera.
Yeah, a security camera. Yeah, I think that if we'd have had more time or like more money, we could have done.
Or if we had any money.
Any money. Oh, we had
Oh,
like
we had a pair of-
tenner that I could have given into it.
We had a pair of plastic handcuffs. I mean, every girl's dream.
Those handcuffs.
They were destroyed. They were found in my form tutor's room, completely destroyed.
I think during the editing, it was like, that was just such a pain in itself. Not because it was hard to edit it, just because the software didn't want to work with that.
Didn't want to cooperate.
It didn't want to cooperate, even though it was exactly the same stuff, all on the same phone, and the sound didn't want to work.
I mean, in all fairness, that could relate to our situation entirely. I mean, we were both ill.
Yeah, we were both ill on the
orthodontists,
first. Yeah, they were first.
The last filming day, just everything went to hell. I mean, nothing went right. We were both at the orthodontist on that day. On my birthday of all days. I mean, I'd love to have done my birthday. It could have been the dream.
And we would have actually been able to have our group then the way we wanted it.
Well, yeah, I mean, because the way we originally planned it, going back to planning for a minute, you had originally it wasn't inferred to this, but as we progressed, it kind of became more apparent that it had
Subverted.
it always had sub kind of implications
Yeah.
of kind of gender. So you had a tall, I would say dominant male.
Yeah, originally what we wanted was like we wanted the binary opposites, didn't we? Where we wanted a subordinate woman who was going to be a stereotype chav, and we wanted, which in itself is a stereotype, but a counter stereotype because it's not often that women wear the hoodies and act as criminal.
In regards to media representation, at least.
Yeah, in regards to that, and we were going to have as the officer a tall, like quite a dominant. It is dominant because it's dominant versus subordinate. It's quite a dominant man.
He can rip himself up a wet paper bag with a pen knife. Let's face it.
Yeah, so we ended up having to use Lorna.
Who agrees a very dominant male. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, she played the role all right, to be fair.
I think she's just playing Lorna.
Yeah. She although she wasn't, because she wasn't in costume, the way that we were acting, you could clearly see the difference.
Yeah.
Where I was slouching, she was stood straight. I was in front, whereas she was behind me, which shows she had the power, the
and
status.
She's more predominantly stage, because she's done acting in her time, as it were. And she's more of a stage actress, so she was trying to find motivation what we could give her, but we didn't really have that much thought for her. So what she did, with what little we gave her, was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive.
I mean, it was, and obviously because it was all improvised, you didn't have anything to go by. It was a last minute
We
thing.
had 10 pictures of a few arrows and a few scribbles underneath saying,
Yeah.
this is what happened, here's what the dominant male does. Like,
Go.
yeah, I mean, especially towards the end where we did one shot per, one take per shot rather.
Yeah.
So it was very kind of like, go for it. And if we did reshoot, it's purely because someone coughed at the camera shot too much. It was generally that much. It wasn't anything other than, this is what we've got to use this.
Yeah.
It was very that dash, which in future we really need to kind of address.
Yeah.
essentially.
Well, when it comes to our final project, that's what I mean. I'm gonna actually go into the police station itself, but rather than ringing them up, because that was useless. It was. They said they'll ring me back in 4 hours, and that was over a month ago.
Let's see, about 2 months nearly now.
Yeah, 2 months ago. That's a lot more than 4 hours. So I'm annoyed with them. So in future, I'm just gonna go straight in. With regards to the editing and stuff, no more Movie Maker.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Beep, beep, beep,
goodness
beep.
gracious, it's actually abysmal. I mean, this is me being very tail. I mean, do you
It was shit.
you tell me off the language, honestly, yeah, but critical.
It was.
Ooh, young lad.
There's no point using Movie Maker. It limits you so much.
I mean, way we got around it, because we had film all in one day, which partially our own faults, partially the situation just called for it, let's face it. I mean, there's no way around it. Bad genetics equals bad teeth equals orthodontists
Come on,
equals...
get on to your point.
Sorry, I'm getting there, but when it comes down to it, we had maybe 2 hours to film it, followed by an hour to edit it, and the deadline was that day. There was no way around it. So
Yeah.
we're both swamped with it. 6th formers, homework is our nemesis, and it keeps coming. So when we did get time, it was purely this one lunch break. Was it a Friday?
It wasn't even lunch break, it was during our free lessons, wasn't it?
It would have been a Friday, I believe. Yeah, Mr. Bird would have been away, that's why it was a Friday.
Lorna was late.
Lorna was about an hour late, which it worked out in the end. So
It pushed us back a little bit, but not too much.
we still got it all in. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to get any editing done before then anyway. But I think it's my point. I know.
You went at your point.
I was getting there. A very slow pace, but when it came down to it, we tried using other softwares, but nothing was working for us. I mean, that Mac room is criminally like.
Shit.
I was gonna say undercared for. I mean, they spent so much on it, and predominantly just it gets no attention. I mean, it's criminal. But yeah, no, what's going on this time? Is that your phone?
No, that's someone coming in.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We were kind of recording.
Oh, nice.
Three, two. What are we talking about?
I don't remember, I lost my train of thought. Should we go on to the evaluation?
Our point was the way. There we go. Anyway, sorry about that. Point being of the way we got the software, everything in that room is criminally kind of neglected almost. I'm not going to hold anyone responsible. It's just one of those things that's come down to it. It just is unfortunate how it is. The software we need, to an extent. I mean, some people got it working, but some of those machines are just. I mean, some of them don't even have Chrome. That's how.
It was one of those where you had to have a lot of determination to carry on doing it outside of lesson because it was very limited
Not
for
even
what
that.
Max
I mean,
could
to an
use.
extent, if you couldn't get in the room to get something to work, you just weren't. If you've not got the software at home, you're not getting it done at home. If you've got 3 other subjects with 3 hours of homework each, and that's happening every few days.
It is very.
It's demanding,
Yeah.
but it's fulfilling at the same time.
Do you think that we represented the ideology behind Western culture and stuff like that? Do you
But in regards to the teenager and the
Yeah, in
dominant.
regards to the youths of today, like how they're quite
subordinate,
just criminal delinquents. Do you think we portrayed that well? I mean, that's a really awkward question because again, it was in our product. They were both stereotyped and counter-stereotyped because obviously it was a woman. But
So-
do you think that it worked well?
I mean, from what we're trying to portray, it works, but
It works for what we're trying to portray.
but at the same time, you're nowhere near that kind of stereotypical chav. It was very kind of hard
No.
to
but that's why it kind
Very
of,
counter-stereotypical.
because that's why it worked, because it left a cliffhanger at the end, didn't it? Because it wasn't actually supposed to be. The idea behind it was she was supposed to be set up, but because she looked that way, it was assumed that she'd done this thing.
Yeah.
So
Because the original story was that rather.
it was more of a horror genre.
In my original
story.
interpretation, it was completely the opposite. It was a rather, I say, alternate girl.
Yeah.
So the stereotypical French, and it was meant to be originally my intentions for it would be a cut followed by what really happened in a flashback,
Yeah.
but we completely modified it to the extent of where we can use it as a
As our
age and gender representation.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it works in transition, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you what you said at the beginning. I think it'd be like a 5 or a 6. I think to improve would be do a couple more shots than necessary, because we lost continuity, didn't we?
We lost continuity. There was one where there was some story was scattered, but the most important where there's a small thing, but if you notice it eats at you. But the door slam, where you have
because the door's open in one and then it's closed in the next and it's open again.
For the slam, I know.
Yeah.
It's something, unless you're looking for it, you won't see it. But when you see it, it really.
It stays.
But I mean, for us
Yeah.
at least, it will eat at you.
Yeah.
But for anyone else, it's like, oh.
So if we had to do it again, we'd definitely make sure the door would stay open, or improvise what we're going to do about
Definitely future like sound work. I mean, because of the way Movie Maker works, it was rather hard to. I mean, on my own home files, the sound would be. I mean, it'd be miles out of sync. I mean, a door would slam about 10 minutes before anything happened, and the movie's only a minute and a half long.
Yeah.
Which really says something about Movie Maker.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to that, I think if we, in future reference, use a proper
That
shotgun
Adobe
mic.
Premiere.
Adobe Premiere, a proper camera, which
Yeah.
we had, but
We did have, but obviously because of the battery and stuff, it just didn't want to work, did it? So
I think we need to blame for that ourselves. We had all that stuff available and we neglected to use it in the end.
okay.
Hmm.
Are we done?
I think in regards to like who this is for as well, we've talked about how it works, but who it's for. It was being designed primarily for our media teacher. Wow. What's it flashbacks? What's it flashbacks? That's a story for a whole other day. Check the outtakes. But yeah, in regards to the audio, it was designed for a mid to late 30s media teacher. Am I being generous? Love you, sir.
Side note.
Side note, on a completely unrelated note, please don't.
Not to offend any teacher named Mr. Wilkinson.
I don't know what you're on about, Sasha. You're trying to infer something. But yeah, in regards.
Mid to late 30s. Is it at least in his early 30s?
I don't know. I'm bad at age. I can't tell the difference between a 4 and a 12-year-old. It's very disconcerting.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, but again, I was trying to, but you went off a tangent. But the point being is, we had to. He's expressed how much he likes the kind of criminal kind of genre, as it were, the kind of Luther.
Yeah.
Granted, there's just nowhere near the quality of something like that in any respect. Production value.
If they've got lots more money, lots more
they
time,
have money.
better. Yeah. They've got professionals doing the job.
They've got pro A-list actors. I mean,
Yeah.
Idris Elba. If we had Idris Elba, I'm going.
What are you trying to say? I took GCSE drama
Are you
and I
Idris
got
Elba?
a C.
Are you Idris Elba?
Who's that?
You're worse than Joe.
Come on, are we ready? Are we done?
No, but the point is, when it comes down to audience, we had to we attempted to tailor it in such a manner. See, now you're being very disconcerting and distracting. We had to tailor it in such a way that it applied to the audience without it being solely for that audience. We had to tailor it to fit for both what this project needed to do, who it had to apply for, just so Mr. Wilkinson in question, and it also had to have a general application in regards to the genre.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So all in all, a 6. Would you say a 6 is well overall?
5, 6. Yeah.
And
What would say about
so
that?
for future reference, like in bullet points as it were, how would you go about adapting to the future so we can get that to potentially a 9 or a 10?
Right. Remember continuity.
Definitely.
No movie maker.
Equipment quality definitely like needs amping up.
Good equipment. And
Also, sorry, Mayor, but when we'll
as ask me a question.
Sorry, I've just realised that tripods are absolutely inexpensive. They're just, you can't not use them. Right, for what we need to do, handheld shots are just not appropriate at all.
No.
Especially for the diegetic camera shots, where we had to infer they were a CCTV camera.
Yeah.
On a phone, just
It's shaking. It didn't look right.
bouncing on a table, on a chair,
Yeah, it didn't work.
with a handheld camera, it just...
A handheld mobile phone camera.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, it just didn't. It really just.
It was awful.
I mean, we did what we could by black and white, a red circle in the corner, but
Yeah.
it really just. It looks even worse by extension. No, that's meant to be this, like.
It's supposed to be stationary, and it's not.
Exactly.
Okay then.
So overall, though, you were saying about bullet points. So.
Well, I lost my track now.
Well, if I remember right, sorry. So.
Continuity, quality of equipment.
Tripods.
Shh. No movie maker.
And maybe if we can give ourselves more time in the future, just to maybe get a more concise kind of action plan, as it were.
Yeah.
We had a general idea. We've had this idea from day one, as it were. I'm sorry. Am I interrupting you? Am I making this project longer?
Yeah.
This is going to be hard to decide it now.
No.
Well,
It's just. Go on.
I'm sorry. I'm full of ideas. It all comes out towards the end. You should know this.
That's what she said.
Cut here, please.
Oh, that
In
wasn't
fact, no.
even that funny.
Just leave this in. Just leave this in. I want Sir to see your
Stop
shame.
looking at the
No,
camera.
I'm looking at it because this is dessert. I'm going full office here. Look at this. You see what I've got to deal with? This is why it's only a 5 or a 6. Give me one of those. I'm upset.
No.
Fine. You like that.
Nom 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 nom. This is gonna look great.
But overall, don't look at the camera, Sasha. God.
Come on.
But overall, yeah, future reference. We established the equipment we need to use. Give ourselves a bigger time frame and a better action plan. I think that's what we can really do as an overall concisement to improve. See, I'm gonna go now.
Are we good?
Right now or in general? Because right now you're insane. Turn the camera off. Just don't even cut it. Just turn it off right as I'm shouting. It's disgraceful. It's absolutely the epitome of disgust.